Can you really do a Hunter Valley DIY wine tour yourself without paying for an expensive organised tour? We've got 24 hours to find out. 4 wineries, plenty of wine, some food pairings and one question: which winery will come out on top? Let's get this wine tour started. The Hunter Valley is Australia's oldest wine region, with vines first planted here in the early 1820s. Today it's home to more than 150 cellar doors and is particularly famous for its Semillon and Shiraz. And with so many wineries to choose from, we've picked 4 to see how good a DIY wine tour can really be. First up, it's First Creek Wines, a family-owned winery here in the Hunter Valley, making some of the Hunter's finest wines since 1998. With a focus on making wines that showcase the region. So we have booked the Flex tasting, which cost us $20 per person for 6 different wines, which you can choose from their wine menu. It's going to take us around 45 minutes, hopefully, so let's head inside. First Creek was a really impressive start, and we tried quite a few different wines here. The Botanica Sparkling was really easy to drink and refreshing, while the Vermentino was smooth with a lovely pear flavour. The Sangiovese was also really nice. So next up, we have the 2 Semignons to try, one from 2024 and one from 2019, and we're meant to see if we can taste the difference between the two as well, because obviously 2019 has been in the bottle for a lot longer, so it should be a stronger, maybe even heavier sort of taste. But let's see what we think. That's a nice one to drink. That one's from 2024. It did taste quite light, quite an easy drink to have. I could probably have that all day sort of thing. And now let's see what we think of this. I should probably prefer this because I actually prefer like Chardonnays, heavy Chardonnays and sweet, so maybe it might make it a bit heavier. Definitely prefer that. You can definitely taste the flavours a bit more too, so my pick is 2019. My favourite though was definitely the Chardonnay. Sweet, full of flavour and really enjoyable. And surprisingly, the single vineyard Murphy was probably one of the best reds I've ever had, even though I'm usually not a red wine fan. Overall, a brilliant tasting and our host was fantastic. Next up is Tamburlaine Organic Wines. Established in 1966, it is one of Australia's largest producers of certified organic wines. They've been making organic wine in the Hunter Valley for decades and also have vineyards in Orange. We've gone for the trophy room tasting, which costs you $20 per person. We think you get 6 wines, but I'll let you know at the end if that does change or not. We've also got ourselves the cheese boards. They cost $50 for 2 to 4 people, so pretty reasonable too. And they also offer vegan cheeses, so if you are vegan, you can get a vegan cheese board here. So Tamburlaine had a completely different feel, much more rustic, quirky, and full of character. I also like that we could choose from our own wines, especially as Beth and I have very different tastes. I started with the field blend, which was really crisp and refreshing. So we've actually preferred the wine so far here in the Tamburlaine winery, and we're now about to try the Chardonnay, which is usually my favourite. Both Beth and I have been getting different wines here, which is quite good, so you can pick and choose your wines again. Let's try this one though and see what we think. It's alright, definitely had better Chardonnays. I prefer the off-dry Riesling, which I had just a second ago, but the cheeses have been incredible, so I definitely recommend getting the cheese board if you come here.
Pinot Noir for you.
Yeah.
Grown in Orange. You know, it's a cooler climate, it's a higher altitude. We're trying, you know, not to mimic New Zealand and Tasmania and, you know, those regions that do it are well known for it. Yeah. But growing it here in the Hunter Valley is just a bit too hard because it's so dry in summer.
The off-dry was another favourite and kept things off to a great start. I then tried the Pinot Noir, which was much heavier than the reds at First Creek. It smelled amazing, but it was a little too heavy for me. Still, another great tasting and a really enjoyable experience. Next up, it is Brokenwood, one of the Hunter Valley's best known wineries, particularly famous for its Semillon and Shiraz. Interestingly, it was established in 1970 by 3 Sydney-based solicitors, and their Graveyard Vineyard Shiraz became the first New South Wales red wine to receive Langton's highest first classified status in 2023. So we originally wanted to do their taste experience, which costed $25, but unfortunately it was all fully booked, so we weren't able to do that. So instead we've come outside to the Terrace Wine Bar, which is really nice. So if you just want to grab a drink, you can come sit here and try some of their wines. So we've gone for the dessert wine called Sticky Wickets, the first dessert wine which I have tried. So let's see what we think. I usually love a dessert wine because I love anything sweet. So let's see what this is like. That's just so good, honestly. Dessert wines are incredible. Like, people always say, oh, they're too sweet, can I have a bottle? I could easily have a bottle of that. So now we've got our second wine to try. So this is the Cricket Pitch White. It's a Sauvignon Blanc / Semillon. So it's a little bit of both of the grapes. So we'll see what this one's like. It's meant to be quite refreshing, fruity is what I asked of the waiter, because they're quite good here. So if you ask any of the waiters what you like in a wine, they'll go and find one and they'll give you a tester first. And if you like it, then they'll pour you the glass. So I have actually tried this before, but we'll try it again anyway. Yeah, I'm quite glad I went for this one. It tastes a little bit like a Gewürztraminer, where it's quite fruity and floral. But we're going to enjoy the rest of our wine. This one should be nice and refreshing. And then we'll head over to our last winery. And our final stop is McGuigan Wines, a name that's been part of Australian winemaking for more than 100 years, dating back to the 1880s. This means that it has gone through 4 generations of the McGuigan family, all with the same belief. Great wine should be enjoyed, not overthought, no pretense, no snobbery, just quality. So we're going to finish with the wine and chocolate tasting, which has 5 of their premium wines paired with 5 of their chocolates from the Oishii Chocolate Company. So basically going down from white chocolate all the way down to the darkest of chocolates, and they basically tell you which one you should have with the wine, depending on whether it's too acidity or whether it is too sweet. It cost us $20 per person, so that's only £10, which is actually crazy because £10 in the UK couldn't get you very far. But we've also been brought into this nice room where it's basically just us on our own at the moment. No one else in here. The lady's really great at telling us all about the wines and stuff, and she's from Brunei too, and she's telling us about her brother and sister that are from the UK and all the information on that. So it's been really good fun talking to her, and she's been helping us pair the chocolates with the wines. McGuigan's was probably the most modern of the 3, with 2 different tasting rooms, including a VIP option. By this point, it was our final tasting of the day, so I think the wine was always going to taste pretty good. In terms of the chocolates though, I've definitely had better. The reds were once again a little heavy for my taste, but overall the wines were really enjoyable. We finished the day on a high and had a great time learning more about all the different wines. After a full day of wine tasting, we headed to the Leisure Inn Pokolbin Hill for the night. We paid $201 for our night, and if you're looking for somewhere to stay in the Hunter Valley, definitely check it out. Then we headed to Oishii, a Japanese and Thai restaurant, and after a full day of wine tasting, we were definitely ready for some food. The food was absolutely delicious and the perfect way to finish off the day. So, 4 wineries later, which one was our favourite? For me, Tamburlaine Organic Wines takes the win for the best overall experience, while Brokenwood Wines had my favourite wine. We spent around $267 per person altogether, and that included accommodation and the evening meal. So was doing it ourselves actually worth it? Absolutely. It wasn't massively cheaper than some organised tours, but those are generally shared experiences. Doing it ourselves meant we could choose exactly where we went, set our own schedule, and spend as long as we wanted at each winery. So for us, the biggest benefit wasn't saving money, it was having the freedom to do it our own way. Would I change anything? Probably try 3 wineries instead of 4, just to have a bit more time at each, but overall I definitely recommend doing a DIY wine tour in the Hunter Valley. And if you want to see another DIY wine tour, I also did this one in the Barossa Valley, but this time on bikes. Check that one out next, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog.